The CHS Spartans welcome the Muncie Central Bearcats to Spartan Bowl for the TV3 Game of the Week. Spartans go for win number 12. Muncie Central hopes for victory number 4. Boys High School Basketball, CHS and Muncie Central Game of the Week on TV3.
Officials or other fans may result in removal from the gymnasium.
Welcome to Spartan Bowl and the boys high school basketball game between the visiting Muncie Central Bearcats and Connersville Spartans. This is Franz Schommel along with Ron Wiley, thanking you for joining us here on TV3 for the Game of the Week. Ron, this should be an exciting ball game.
Oh, definitely should be an exciting ball game. You know, last week's nail-biter against Greensburg, where we came from out of nowhere, won that game, lost the Newcastle game. That was a tough physical game, so Connersville looking to get back into the win column. Muncie Central, a formidable foe, no matter what their record is. They're looking to come in here and upend the Spartans and get back on their winning ways.
Spartans go for win number 12 tonight. This team from Muncie Central for victory number 4. The Spartans are 11-3. The Bearcats are 3-7. And while these one-loss records are far from being even, this doesn't mean the Spartans won't have to play hard and play smart to win a ball game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the Spartans are, you know, again, they're used to teams. They're the hunted. I mean, that's what the Spartans have been for the last couple seasons. They're the hunted. They're used to teams coming and playing well over what paper should say that they should play. So the Connersville Spartans, they're hungry to stay one step ahead of those hunting them.
Wins by the Bearcats were over Yorktown, Jay County, and their last game played was a win over Noblesville, 55-43. The Bearcats score an average of 57 points a game, and the Spartans 48.9 are their offensive average. Muncie's defensive average 62.6. The Spartans allow opponents an average of 40.2 points a game. The Spartans lost their first place in defensive averages in the Class 4A because they let Newcastle score 58 points against them.
Yeah, you know, again, it only went up a few. It was like 39 something up to 40.1. Again, this may be without a doubt the best defense that we have ever seen Kerry Brown's team play, and that's again, defense has been the stronghold of the Spartans for as long as Kerry's been the coach of the team. Offensively, we just have not found a rhythm. We play in spurts. Our record is fantastic. Who would not want the record that the Spartans have? But the fact of the matter is that our offense has not found the rhythm it needs to find to be consistent, and nobody's afraid when they come and play us because of the fact that our offense is so inconsistent. So we need to start, again, last week marked the halfway point of the season. This is the time that we start turning that offense around and being more consistent and playing a game where we play 4 quarters straight of good, solid offensive basketball. Because again, as we said it all season long, the defense is what's carried this team.
Those 40.2 points a game, as we mentioned, number 2. Number 1 this week is Fort Wayne Carroll High School. They've got number 1 spot because they're around 39.7 points a game. So just a few degrees between the two. So the Spartans may get number 1 back tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what we're hoping for
against this Muncie Central team. Let's have the starting fives, Ron.
Yes, for the Connersville for the Muncie Central Bearcats, they are led by Demarius Puigs. He's a 6'1" junior. He's number 1. Victor Young's a 6'3" sophomore, number 14. Dylan Stafford is a 6'1" sophomore, number 21. Rounding out the young guards for the Muncie Central Bearcats and their front court, they are led by A.J. Wright. He's a 6'6" senior, number 23, and Christian Wells is a 6'6" senior. Big front court there for the Muncie Central Bearcats. Yes. He's number 32 for the Connersville Spartans. They are led by 6'1" senior, number 12, Garrett Silcott at one of the guard positions. Braxton Reveley, defensive stalwart that he is. He's a 5'9" senior, number 14. And rounding out the trifecta of guards, as you see the Connersville Spartan come on out onto the field, is Noah Belt. He's a 6'1" junior, number 30 in the front court for the Spartans, led by another defensive stalwart, the Dalton Lee. He's a 6' senior, number 22. As the Spartan gets us fired up, Wes Smith, he's a 6'2" senior, number 32. He gets the jump in the middle of the field. That almost scared me. That guy, he was all over it.
The Spartans and Bearcats have one common opponent, Delta. The Spartans won 41-27 over Delta, and Muncie Central lost to that team by a score of 62-56. As we mentioned, that's the only common opponent for both these teams. Other Spartan wins this season. They've had quite a few. They defeated Union County, Rushville, Shelbyville, South Dearborn, Richmond. They defeated Greenfield, Indianapolis Northwest Homeschool. That was in a tournament. They defeated Indianapolis Attic when they were #1 in Class 3A. That occurred in the Richmond tournament. They also beat Richmond for a second time. That was the final game in the Richmond tournament. And they also have a victory over the team from Greensburg. That was an exciting affair.
Oh, man.
Gave the Spartans #1 in the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference standings. So
I'm still trying to grow my nails back from that game. Man, I tell you what, again, the Connersville Spartans have played some tough 3A schools. We're just a few kids from being a 3A school. So imagine if we were 3A playing Greensburg and Newcastle in the sectional. That would be very exciting. Of course, Newcastle back down to 3A after being in 4A for a while. So, again, the Connersville Spartans really hopefully can start the offense off right this second half of the season and play consistent 4 quarters because, again, their defense, they just don't stop.
We talked about the victories for Muncie Central again. To repeat, Yorktown, Jay County, and Noblesville. Their losses were to Hamilton Southeastern, to Logansport. They lost to Garin Catholic, to Anderson, also losing a game to Fishers, and to Lafayette Jeff, in addition to that loss to Delta that we talked about. The officials tonight are Michael Nicholson from Indianapolis, James Wisner from Mooresville, and Paul Bean from Whiteman. And Ron gave you the lineups. We might talk about some of the individual scoring of these guys that are playing tonight. For Muncie Central, they are led by Demarius DeGeese with 11.5 points a game. Also in double figures, Victor Young, a 6'3" sophomore. He has 11.9 points a game average. Fred Edmond is averaging 5.4. Dylan Stafford, one of their starters, 4.8. A.J. Wright, another starter, 7.6. And Kenny Coleman, a starter, is averaging 4 points a game. They have another guy with in double figures, Christian Wells, a 6'6" senior. He has 13.6. So Spartans are going to have their hands guarding these guys tonight, Ron.
Oh yeah, they have a big front court, 2 forwards that are 6'6" each. So I tell you, it is. We really, again, offensively, and we saw this at the Greensburg game. We've played a little timid at times, and now that we're playing a team that is this big, hopefully we don't have that timidness. Let's get inside. Let's draw their bigs in. Let's draw some fouls. Let's get to the line again. The free throws have not been as good for the Spartans as we are used to seeing in years gone by.
Garrett Silcott leads the Spartans with a 17.4 a game average. Also, Dalton Lee is at 4.6. Wes Smith is at 4.6. Noah Belt is in double figures at 10.7. So the Spartans have a good rounding starting lineup and
well, they've played together, and that's what's good. They got a lot of chemistry, and we have 2 guys on the floor that do not score that much, and that's Dalton Lee and Braxton Reverly, but they prevent a lot of points. I mean, these guys know how to play defense.
Yes.
You'll see Braxton against a 6'6" guy tonight. I almost have no doubt about that. That guy, he knows how to play defense. He may disrupt those bigs being his size.
We're getting ready for the lights to go out here at Spartan Bowl, and we'll be having this ball game underway. Right now, it will be introduction of the visiting Muncie Bearcats to the Spartan Bowl here tonight, and that'll be followed by Connersville being introduced for the fans. Talking about the Eastern Indiana Conference run, the Spartans 3 victories and no losses. They play 7 games in the conference. Their next game will be at Batesville. That'll be a conference game coming up on the 20th of January, so that game will be important. And they will also be playing East Central at East Central on February the 8th. Franklin County will be here at Spartan Bowl on Friday, February the 16th. And the Spartans will be playing at Lawrenceburg on Saturday, February the 17th. So kind of a tough road to go because 4 of those games, conference games,
on the road.
3 of them are on the road.
Yeah, you know, without question, this gets into the heart of it. I mean, again, we are the hunted, especially in the EIAC. We are definitely the hunted. Greensburg came close to knocking us off into that 23-game win streak. Of course, Batesville's always dangerous. East Central, Franklin County.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it just can't get any tougher.
Should be some exciting ball games. I don't know if the Spartans are up to it. They're hoping to defend their title. They have won the last 2 conference titles outright, and the one before that they shared with Greensburg.
Yeah, definitely would like to have it 3 outrights in a row. You know, this is a team, they can do it.
And that's a hard thing to do.
No, of course it is. I mean,
tell me, huh?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, the lights go out. The Spartan Bowl is darkened, and now the colorful opening for the Spartans should be introduced here.
Tonight's starters, wearing number 5, Dalton Hale. Number 10, Clay Garrison. Number 20, Garrett Wicks. Number 24, Tyler Cole. Number 34, Dylan Logan. 42, Ethan Smith. 44, Drew Sherp. 50, Jacob Brown. And number 40, Joan Royale. Starting lineup for the Spartans. And forward, 6'2" senior, number 32, Wes Smith. And forward, 6' senior, number 22, Dalton Lee. And guard, 6'1" junior, number 30, Noah Bell. And guard, 5'9" senior, number 14, Braxton Ridley. And a guard, 6'1" senior, number 12, Jared Silcott. Pattersville coached by Mr. Terry Brown. There will be no playing of the national anthem for our game tonight. That was played at the girls' varsity game prior to this game. Thank you.
Officials approach the floor. The guy in the middle carrying the basketball. Well, he's walking off court now. I thought he was going to stop at the center circle.
I thought he was going to walk out of here.
Like going home.
Yeah.
Wes Smith will jump for the Spartans. Wes is 6'1", and the guy jumping for this Muncie Central crew in their traveling purple uniforms.
Well, they're about the same height. That's shocking. Usually Wes is, but boy, that guy has springs in his legs, I tell you.
Can you see his number, Ron? My view is blocked.
14.
Okay, number 14. Yeah. That's Victor Young, a 6'3" sophomore.
Yeah, I can't believe one of their bigs isn't going to be jumping with 6'6"
My view was blocked by that.
Yeah, by 32.
Number 32, who is 6'6" and a senior, Christian Wells. Here we go. The tip controlled by the Spartans in backcourt. Silcott has it. Quickly across the timeline, Spartans set up the play.
They seem a little bit faster.
Dalton Lee. Now Silcott. Braxton Lee will take the ball.
You know, against Greensburg, it took us a couple minutes before we even got a shot on.
Here is Dalton Lee. Man-to-man defense by Muncie Central against the Spartans. See if the Spartans get off to a quicker start than they did against Greensburg.
Oh yeah, got to.
Went 2 minutes before they got the shot. There's a shot from out by Wes Smith, which is missed, and now Muncie Central will have a shot at the basket.
Not a bad shot from Wes. Kind of like to see him inside more, but again, not a bad shot.
This is Demarius Big East, wears number 1, and their leading scorer for the Bearcats. Again, they are 3-7 coming into the ball game tonight. Spartans are 11-3. Spartans man-to-man defense. There's a blocking foul on Dalton Lee.
Yeah, very nice. You know, again, defense there from Dalton Lee. I didn't think the guy was taking a shot.
I didn't either. The official ruled it's a shooting foul. In fact, the ball handler went out of bounds to put the ball in bounds. He was confused too, and surprised that it was a shooting foul.
Yeah, not liking that call at all.
Christian, 32, is a free throw shooter and will miss the first one.
Yeah, not sure how they got that, but nonetheless, you know, Dalton, again, not bad defense from Dalton, prevented what would have been an easy score.
13.6 is Wells' points per game average. He makes the free throw and gives his team a lead of 1. Belt will inbound for the Spartans. Here's a full-court press by Muncie, forcing Braxton Lee to
nice
fall
time
on
out
the
there.
ball after it was knocked away from him, and it's going to be a timeout called by the Spartans.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if anybody from the bench called a timeout or not, but Noah saw that hey, they were too far away and they were at 7-8 seconds, and so you see right here, very smart for him to call a timeout as he is, looks like he was being fouled, but
I thought he was too.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the Spartans, again, their first series, Muncie Central has some quickness that they have to solve. It's about just getting inside and hopefully being quicker than they are.
Okay, timeout's over and Spartans will inbound.
That makes me dizzy watching that.
Ball taken out over in the corner.
We're over a minute and we have not scored. Again, slow starts seem to be the norm for the Spartans this year.
Belt looks for somebody open.
Yeah, I saw a couple push-offs.
There's Dalton Lee going down, but apparently just slipped and fell. No foul call.
You break a press a couple of times, you're going to stop the press, and that's what we need to do is solve this.
There's Silcott getting free for a shot, missed, but he was fouled. And Dalton Garrett will be at the line.
Yeah, now getting a lot of purple around. Garrett just goes up, know he's going to get hacked, and you got to make these free throws again. 1 for 7, I think, is what we were against Newcastle.
Garrett makes the free throw, ties the ball game. Garrett's shooting 64% in free throw shooting, which is really unusual for him.
Very.
Yes. Well, he drops this one in 2 of 2, so that'll improve that percentage.
Yeah, we want to get that back in the 70s, upper 70s if we can.
Spartans are shooting 70% free throws as a team.
Just not good. That is just not good.
Should be around 80 or so.
And again, even in the free throws, we've gone in spurts.
Oh, there's a guy walking a little bit.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
Yeah, he missed his shot. Followed through, tips it up and in. That's A.J. Wright, 23.
Yeah, I thought there was a walk there too, and a carry as well, but the guys in stripes didn't see it, so that's all that matters.
Silcott shoots from 3. It will miss. And the rebound grabbed up by Muncie Central. 3 guys were into the basket there. No Spartan.
Yeah.
There's a shot from the corner. By A.J. Wright. He's at 5 points for the Bearcats, and they're up 6-2.
Yeah, you're going to take those, NBA threes. Make sure you have some people under the glass, especially when they got 2 bigs at 6'6".
Yeah, they had 3 fellows under the glass that time.
Yeah. And follow your shot. Give yourself that extra man by following your shot.
Here's Dalton Lee, Silcott. Back to Dalton Lee. Now Braxton Reveille. Noah Belt drives down. The ball knocked away from him. The official rules tapped out. A bounce by Muncie Central.
Again, that's one part of the Noah's game that I've been very impressed with, to see him improve, where he, again, sees an opening and he goes inside.
There's Jacob Brown, number 50, coming in Connersville. And Westbrook will go to the bench. Brown is a sophomore at 6'6". Ball put in play by the Spartans. Good defense by this Muncie Central team in the early going.
Yeah, very good so far. It's like we're seeing a mirrored image of ourselves.
Dalton Lee over to Belt. Gives it to Lee, drives in, goes in for nice left-handed layup.
A like that there from Dalton as he just saw a little bit of an opening and took it inside with his left hand. And wow, that's
three put in by 23, A.J. Wright. Well, he's hot, Ron.
Yeah,
he had 8 points.
Yeah, he's had 8 points. He's got 2 threes. And
he has 8 of their 9.
Yeah, he's yeah, he has. I don't think he's just got all that.
Somebody's going to have to guard him. The Spartans are going to put a couple of guys on him.
Yeah, I was watching him in pregame, and that guy didn't hit anything.
Nice one. Number 14 for the Spartans. Braxton Reveley hit the 3 from the corner.
You know, like Braxton Reveley getting on the scoreboard earlier. Again, he's one of those defensive guys. Like to see him get on the scoring column as Garrison's coming in.
Here are the Bearcats on the attack, up by a couple of points. Number 21 is the ball handler. It's Dylan Stafford. He's a sophomore at Muncie.
Oh, that was
there's a
couple of steps as well.
Was there a foul there?
I thought there was apparently, you know, our we don't count.
Apparently not.
Get good defense though.
Noah Bell comes to the bench for the Spartans. He's replaced by Clay Garrison, a 5'10" sophomore, in a guard spot.
You see Dalton almost take out our camera guy, Joe.
A little bit of a press, but not much, as Silcott moves it into front court for CHS. Garrett wears number 12. Here's Garrison in the corner. 21 picks him up. Fella from Muncie, Stafford.
Oh, Jacob was wide open.
Number 10. Here's Dalton Lee on the long one, hits the front rim, fight for the rebound, won by Muncie.
You know, Braxton there was going away from the rim. You got to go towards the rim with a shot. Got to give yourself an opportunity to get that rebound. Had he done that, we would have got the glass. Again, we got to be able to get glass.
23 with a 3 on the way, missed.
He missed.
Nice. Rebounding by Garrett Silcott.
Yeah, again, we got to start controlling the boards.
Here's Garrison driving in, feeding off. This time,
nice rebound.
Reveley shot is missed. Rebound by Jacob Brown, and he puts it up and in, and we have a 9-9 ball game.
You know, not a bad shot. Again, right there from Braxton. 3, had the big guy underneath, got the rebound, put it in. It's as easy as that. Well, maybe not, but.
Here come the Bearcats on the attack. Number 14 feeds off. Young. Now takes a return pass and puts it up and in from 3-point territory.
Yeah,
they're hot in 3 points.
They are. They are just
12-9 now.
Lighten it up.
Spartans down. Silcott across the timeline.
Yeah, but they are just, again, they look terrible in pregame.
Lee brings the ball on the side. Tries to get away from his defender. He's out to Silcott. Garrett drives down. Traveling called on Garrett as he heads for the basket.
Yeah, that was a, you know, good, nice initial move. Just fooled himself and took a little bit.
Reveley comes out of the ball game, and Tyler Combs, senior for the Spartans, comes in. The Cats, meanwhile, on the turnover by the Spartans, put the ball in play. Cross court. Nice defense by the Spartans. Young takes the ball, feeds to Pegues. His shot is missed. Teammate rebound. Number 32 flips it up and in. That's Christian Wells.
Yeah, that's just a.
He has 3 points in the ball game.
You know, that's just where he hit a height advantage there for Wells. You know, again, we got to be able to, you know, put a body on him and block out. Again, just not controlling the boards early on.
Dalton Lee, the ball handler, works underneath the Brown.
I tell you what, you know, again, good news. That guy's a sophomore. It's going to be, you know, seeing him mature this season has been a joy to watch.
There's an air ball 3 by number 32 of Muncie. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking of
that.
Well,
in the big way. That brought their coach up off the bench.
Yeah, he's not happy about that.
A few words as his team comes up into near where he's at.
Yeah, again, I would rather Wells shoot from way out there than be inside.
That's right.
So, yeah, take that shot all day long.
Yeah, these guys are 6'6".
Yeah, I mean, keep them way out.
This is Garrison with the ball for Connersville. Clay goes out to Tyler Combs. He's number 24. Gives to Silcott. Garrett drives down. Sits down. I think he was knocked down. He gave the ball to Brown, and Brown goes up and in, and Off the bench, Jacob Brown has 6 points already.
Yeah, you know, inside shots from Jacob. You know,
Yeah.
you get inside to muscle his way in. I mean, he's just abusing their big guys.
Half a minute left in the opening period here, and Muncie Central will set up the play for the final shot.
Yeah,
They're up by a point.
Yeah, and they've played lights out so far in this quarter. For them, they got to be proud of the way that they've played.
Yes. Number 14 fires long. It's
Another air
short,
ball.
and it will go out of bounds, and the 7/10 of a second on the clock.
Yeah,
Connersville will make a sub. Dalton Lee will come in. Garrett Silcock will go out.
Yeah, Young was hoping that he would get a foul. He thought he was touched, but
Spartan put in play. A long shot is missed as the buzzer sounds and ends the first 8-minute play here tonight. I know we often say, Ron, when a team comes in with a record, we think that
on paper.
Right. And it's hard to see how Muncie Central has only won 3 ball games.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
That was my point. Yeah.
Yeah, and your point's well taken, because we've talked about it many times this year. Again, we're the hunted. You know, we're the team that everybody's after. You know, we've won 23 in a row in our conference. This, of course, is a non-conference game. This takes us back to when we were in the league with Muncie Central playing those games. You know, again, proud program, Muncie Central. No matter what their record is, they're going to play their hearts out. And again, you know, that may have been one of our best quarters offensively we've played in a while. We've only got 13 points to show for it. But again, defense solid. It's just a matter of, you know, again, getting Jacob inside more, you know, and hit from outside.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they've had this kind of an average in other ball games. I mean,
yeah.
they have they played the Spartans real well here.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they've got 3 3-pointers, and
yes.
you know, they've had the last couple shots that have been air balls, but nonetheless, you know, they were riding the wave of the 3. And again, some of their bigs were taking their outside shots. So again, we'll definitely keep them shooting that. If they want to shoot from outside, go ahead. That gives us the height advantage inside.
Okay, we're ready for the second quarter play here tonight in this non-conference game between the Muncie Central Bearcats and the Spartans. It's the game of the week on TV3.
Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/localtv3. I love watching this on YouTube. It's fun.
Silcock will be in the ball game. Garrison will be a running mate at guard along with Noah Belt. Drew Shirk will come into the game, and he will be joined by number 22, Dalton Lee.
You know, Drew gives us some height too. He's 6'4".
21 will flip it in for Muncie Central, Dylan Stafford, as we begin the second 8 minutes. There's another sub into the ball game for the first time, Fred Edmonton, sophomore at 5'7" for Muncie Central. Those are small guys, Ron.
Yeah. I tell you what, did you see how high Garrett went on that? That was unbelievable. I mean, that guy, you talk about springs in his legs, I think that guy can fly.
Here's Lee with the ball. The Spartans in control, down by a point as we are in the early minute of the second quarter here tonight at Spartan Bowl. Garrison with the ball, starts to drive down, comes back out. Here's Belt driving into the baseline, comes back off. Out to Lee. Belt. Muncie Central on defense.
Being patient. Right now, the Spartans are being patient.
Man-to-man defense by the Bearcats. Here is Garrison. Trying to get away from his defender.
Yeah,
Finally does. Feeds out the Belt. Noah fires long. It's missed. Fight for the rebound. Muncie Central wins the battle.
Yeah,
Quickly up court. Man up. And they get the pass to him. And Victor Young puts it up and in. He has 5 points. And his team has 16. Here's Belt stopping in three-point land. Firing and off the rim.
You almost have to take that shot. I mean, he was wide open there, but again, we just have not controlling the boards
Muncie
tonight.
Central again with a good rebound.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and earlier in the season, we were able to control the boards. You know, fundamentally, even though we were, you know, smaller, we were able to, you know, box out and get the glass.
Yes.
But, you know, we're not doing that now. I mean,
Stafford with the ball.
and that's why we're down 3.
Beats to Young.
Is the fact
Now
about
Edmond
Nice
Has
steal
the
there.
ball knocked away from him.
Yeah.
Nice steal by Drew Shirk.
Yeah.
Connersville trying to score in the turnover now. If they can, they'll go ahead. Dalton Lee drives down, puts it up and in. Nice drive by Dalton Lee. He goes on the right side.
Yeah, love that. I mean, look at that. Just
tonight. Connersville up 16-15.
slipping and sliding Dalton there in between the Muncie Central Bearcats. And, you know, I like that. He's gotten inside twice for 4 points.
So we see that a lot from Garrett Silcott.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I'd like to see Dalton, you know, another aspect of the offense, get him going.
There's Muncie driving down. Spartans close the lane that number 14 was headed for. Young. Bearcats with the ball.
Nice from Garrison.
Knock away by Garrison for Connersville. Another steal by the Spartans. Up court goes Lee. Tries a shot. Ball knocked away from him, and while it was en route to the basket, knocked away by Muncie Central. So it is Connersville ball. Jacob Brown comes into the ball game. And Braxton Reveille for the Spartans.
Dalton was hoping he'd get
as
a call.
Drew Shirk and Garrison go to the bench for Connersville. Silcott gives to Reveille, to Brown.
Oh, he's just...
And a tied-up ball called as a couple of Muncie Central guys got their hand on the ball that Jacob Brown was controlling.
Yeah, you're the biggest guy on the floor right now. You can't let the littlest guy get in there like that. We got to get him some help when he's surrounded.
Spartans will inbound. Comes to Silcott. Man-to-man defense. Garrett drives around his man.
Yeah,
Foul call.
Thought I saw a couple of hooks going on in there, and I was waiting for the foul.
Now here comes the call.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, I was going to say there was a foul a long time before that.
A non-shooting foul. That's the second on Muncie.
Yeah, surprisingly, there's only been 3 fouls called.
There's a foul.
Yeah, that's
3 on Muncie, and reaching around. A.J. Wright fouls.
I think that may be his second.
Spartans. Garrett Silcott. Another non-shooting foul. Here comes a lineup change for the Muncie Central. Number 30 will be coming in. Kenny Coleman. He was a starter. Was been on the bench for a few minutes. And coming to the bench, Muncie Central, is A.J. Wright. Connersville ball. They're into the court. Ball comes back into backcourt on a long pass as Silcott couldn't find anybody close to him to pass to, so he long pass to Belt in backcourt. Now he's in front court.
We've got to get the lead right here.
Silcott.
Have not had the lead all game long. It would
Dalton
be nice
Lee with the ball.
to get it.
Spartans down by a point.
You know, again, defensively, we've been playing phenomenally. You know, inside.
Silcott drives down, feeds out to Lee. Doesn't take a shot, gives to Reveille. Here's Braxton. Now Belt drives along the baseline. Can't get a shot away. Out to Lee.
Yeah, we probably lead the league in head fakes. It's just we got to do something with it. You know, again, that's a good defense, but
now Belt drives down, gives to Lee, and Dalton's shot is missed. Fight for the rebound. Muncie Central comes out with it.
Yeah, that's just not, not a good offensive series for the Spartans, walking away with that much time with nothing.
Here's Brown shooting and missing for Muncie Central.
Nice.
And Jacob Brown for the Spartans wins the battle for the rebound.
Yeah, he kind of got it back from losing that rebound on the offensive side.
Silcott driving down. Can't get the shot away. Feeds out to Lee. Dalton will shoot long and hit a three. Dalton Lee not known for hitting threes. Has 7 points in this ball game.
Yeah, again, Spartans finally taking the lead. Dalton Lee, hitting that three right there, very crucial. Again, right there, wide open, got to take the shot. But again, where are our guys if he'd have missed it? We only had one guy underneath the glass.
And it's a timeout right now by Muncie Central as they stop the clock here with 3:22 to go in the first half.
Yeah, they're taking
Spartans
a 30
up
second.
with an 18-16 lead. Been close all the way, Ron.
Yeah, it has been close all the way. I mean, Muncie Central has been playing very good offensively. Again, defense, you know, I never expected their defense to be that good, and it has been. You know, but again, we've chipped away, we've kept patient, and again, that's been our forte all season long, is being patient.
Right. We can pull away here and get some distance between the Spartans and the Bearcats.
Yeah, and we just have to, you know, just be consistently, you know, not run in spurts and then go through a big dry spell. Right now, the pendulum clearly, the momentum clearly on our side. We just gotta, you know, gotta keep going.
Lineup change for the Spartans as number 20, Garrett Wicks, a 5'10 sophomore, will be in the lineup for Connersville.
You know,
Joining Silcott, Brown, Lee, and Rebele.
Garrett's
now
known
the
for his speed.
In control. We've seen excellent defense both ends of the court tonight, Ron.
Yeah, very good.
Number 13 firing long and missing, so the Bearcats making threes early, have missed the last couple. Here is the Spartans driving up court, blocking foul on a Muncie Central boy as Silcott was bringing the ball across the timeline. We're going to call the foul on Young.
Yeah, Young definitely just not getting out of Garrett's way right there. Garrett had no choice but to slam into him.
That's the fourth foul on Muncie Central.
Yeah, and they have three.
Meanwhile, the Spartans will inbound. Dalton Lee will flip it into Jacob Brown. He gives to Silcott, and Garrett will put it across the timeline. Here's Lee. Gives to Brown, to Silcott. Silcott drives down for a shot missed, but he was fouled.
You know, he didn't make the shot, but again, getting his side right there.
That's a second on Victor Young, and team's fifth. Meanwhile, is Garrett Silcott at the line, 6'1" senior. There's number 12, fires and misses.
Yeah, we got to get him.
17.4 points a game for Silcott, leading the Spartans. Second free throw is good. 3 points for Garrett tonight.
All at the line.
Yes. Spartans lead by 3. 2.5 minutes to go, first half. Muncie Central ball. Loose ball momentarily, but they retain possession. Here's Pegues shooting long, missing. He's one of their double-digit scorers. He's having difficulty tonight as Garrett Silcott drives down. Fans like that. Silcott missed, and Jacob Brown was there to follow up and put it up and in. 21-16, that's the biggest margin tonight, Ron.
Yeah, definitely. You know, again, Jacob getting inside for.
He has 8 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, that's where you have your trailer.
There's a shot missed by Muncie Central, but a rebounding by number 30, Kenny Coben.
Look at this right here. You know, all ball right there. Jacob just is the right place at the right time and hoops it in there like that from Jacob.
Number 30 was fouled as he made the field goal, and he gets a free throw. Meanwhile, Brown will come out for Connersville, and Wes Smith comes in.
Yeah, nice hand from the faithful to Jacob. They're appreciative of his play tonight.
Coleman averages 4 points for Muncie Central per game. Misses the free throw, and Wes Smith has the rebound for Connersville.
Oh, that's just not good.
Ball knocked away by a Muncie Central player. Connersville will keep possession.
Yeah, the Spartans just, you know, not doing well. I mean, you know, got the lead, but still the press is really disrupting us.
Put it in play as it goes to Smith, back to Lee. Now Silcott being pressed one-on-one in backcourt will move it across the timeline as the official beginning the 10-second count. Here's Lee. A pass underneath,
not a good pass.
knocked away by a Muncie boy, and Muncie Central has the basketball. Here's Pegues starting to drive down. Takes too many steps and turned over by Muncie Central. Will give the Spartans a basketball with 1:31 on the clock.
Can't drag that foot.
21-18, they lead. We're in the first half.
Yeah, Dalton thought it was going to be a call on him.
Yes, I think held his breath for a second.
Yeah, he did. He did. Good defense. That was kind of a forced walk right there.
Silcott walks it across the timeline. guy guarding him, but
he's
Silcott gives to Reveille, and Braxton three from the left, and he has 6 points in the Spartans' 24.
Yeah, you know, when their lid closes, ours opening up at the right time as we extend the lead to 6 now.
Central on the attack. There's a shot missed by the Bearcats, but they grab the rebound. Number 4 puts it up and in. Tyler Walker, the 6'2 junior, and that brings Kerry Brownival off the bench. He was unhappy with the defense on that particular play. There's a ball being fought for, and it is knocked away by Connersville, the official rules, and it will be Muncie Central ball.
A definition of hustle right there is the Garrett
Let's make a correction here. It's Spartan ball.
Yeah, that definitely would have been our ball. I mean, that was definition of hustle right there. Garrett, you know, going for it all the way right there, and that goes, ooh, well, yeah, it did look like he went off his leg.
I think we got it right.
Yeah.
I thought so, too.
Of course we got it right. It's our ball. That's not a good pass at all.
Pass inbound, stolen by Muncie Central.
Not very good at all.
And Demarius goes in for a layup. A couple of easy 2 points for Muncie Central.
Just not
mistake by the mistake by the Spartans. Not good.
Cannot let the pendulum swing back to Muncie Central. We just cannot do that.
Because they've been missing some shots, and we wanted to keep them in that mode, but they come alive here, and Spartans lead is 2
with
6 seconds on the clock, and the final shot coming up.
8 seconds. We got to get going.
Guard on him right now. Garrett gets away from him, feeds off to Garrison. His shot is missed from three-point land, and the buzzer sounds as Muncie Central grabs the rebound and moves into front court. We're at halftime here in tonight's ball game. Spartans have a lead of 24-22. 8 points put in by Muncie Central. Spartans scored 11 in that second 8 minutes of play. 14-13 was the first quarter score. Muncie Central was out in front in that game. In tonight's preliminary, the JV team under Chris Bottomley won their 12th game of the season, beating the Muncie Central JV team in the first game here tonight. And the JV team of CHS now 12-3. You have the scoring?
Yeah, I do, absolutely. For the Muncie Central Bearcats, they have a lot of guys in scoring. 6 guys are in the scoring column for Muncie Central. They're led by A.J. Wright's 8 points, 3 have been, he's got 2 threes. Demarius Quakes has 2. Tyree Walker has 2. Victor Young has 5. Kenny Coleman has 2, and Christian Wallace has 3 for the 22 points for the Muncie Central Bearcats. Connersville Spartans here led by Jacob Brown's 8 points. All those inside, all those cleanup shots for him.
Yeah, 4 field goals.
Yeah, Dalton Lee has 7, Braxton Reveille 6 on 2 threes, and Garrett Silcott only 3 points from the line. Unusual for him, but again,
Connersville the field.
Yeah, Connersville up 24-22, and again, not a bad offensive series for the Connersville Spartans that first half. Got to pick it up though.
Spartans had a pretty good lead there, and then suddenly rolled it down to 2 points.
Yeah, again, the pendulum swinging clearly in the favor of Muncie Central. We got to come out this third quarter. We'll get the ball and, again, get inside, play aggressively, but not too aggressive, and hopefully walk out of here with a victory.
I'm real impressed by what Muncie Central has come to Spartan Bowl with as far as defense is concerned.
Oh, yeah, their defense, Fran, has been lights out. I mean, they've been very, very good. I mean, when you're limited Garrett Silcott to 3 points at the line, you're doing something right.
Yeah, if you've stopped Garrett Silcott, you've done an outstanding job, because as we talk about, he has a 17.4 per game average going into tonight's game.
I think he's going to explode that second half, though. You can only contain that guy. You can't stop him.
That's true. It would be very hard to hold him for 32 minutes.
That's right.
Tonight's ball game is the TV3 Game of the Week at Spartan Bowl. 24-22 is the halftime score with the Spartans out in front in this game. We're having some entertainment right now by the Spartanettes, and Ron, they're about to introduce the middle school basketball teams here at Connersville, and so these youngsters right now are coming onto the floor. This is Coach John Reynolds leading the 7th grade white team. These guys are Carson Ling, Holden Mays, Dalton Harlan, Riley Brannon, Cody Naylor, Grant Lewis, Carter DeBoard, Brady Carcero, Will Chalker, and Gavin Jones. And these young guys have played 12 games and have a record of 10-2.
Oh, good record.
And the middle school 7th grade red team coming on right now, Brian Munchell, as assisted by Mark Sullenberger in the coaching department. These guys are Braden Pearson, Gavin Pearson, Ty McMullen, Cooper Kinney, Braxton Myers, James Williams, Chandler Fox, Chance Bentley, Lucas Barron, and Josh Williams. The 8th grade white team, their current record is 12-1. We forgot to give you the record of this. 14-1 is the current record for the 7th grade red team. The 8th grade white team, the current record 12-1, and the fellows on this team are Jeremy Jurgensen, Evan Granger, Chad Owens, Dustin McCarroll, Trayton Pollitt, Braden Burge, Mitchell Blakely, Bryce Lane, Braden Jones, Austin Lancaster, and Nick Schwartz. Chris Bloom is their head coach. The assistant coach is Kevin Gibson. And the 8th grade red team is at 13-2. They are coached by Chris Silcott, and the assistant coach is T.J. Billups, Gavin Lynch, Toby Billups, Carter Bodwell, Gage Brown, Luke Sullenberger, Caleb Sparks, Matt Burrows, Quentin Leisure, Jansen Nolly, Daniel Leo, and Sean Ray are the members of the 8th grade red team here at middle school. The combined middle school record is 49 wins and 6 losses.
Right? You know, I tell you what, Kerry Brown's got to be very happy about that.
I would think so.
Very good.
Spartan opponents in the future, beware. I mean,
absolutely. We're going to see some of these guys on this floor in that red and white during varsity action. And again, you got Chris Silcott, of course, Garrett's dad, his nephews, Sullenbergers are in there playing. So,
yes.
Again, got a great future for these kids, and look forward to be calling their name.
Yeah, these are 13 and 14-year-old kids in the middle school. They're being honored here tonight. They're on the floor. Happy to bring you this here as a part of the TV3 game of the week. We're at halftime of tonight's varsity game, and it is a 24-22 lead for the Spartans over the Muncie Central Bearcats. 24-22 at halftime.
Jansen Nolly, Daniel Leo, and Sean Ray.
Second halftime is here in tonight's ball game, the TV3 game of the week at Spartan Bowl. 24-22. Connersville has the lead over the Muncie Central Bearcats. Muncie Central coming into tonight's game with a 3-7 record. Spartans 11-3. The Bearcats are coached by Chandler Thompson. He's in his first year as the head coach at Muncie.
Very impressed with the play of Jacob Brown inside. Of course, that last bucket that he put in there, trailing Garrett. Again, got to get him more involved inside, and got to get Garrett on the board too, get him going.
Let's see if there are changes here in this second half of play. Here's a jumper from the free throw circle by McGeese, and he misses for the Bearcats, and the Spartans grab the rebound.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we got to change. We got to control the glass. We just did not do a very good job on the boards.
Here's Braxton Reveille, Connersville guard, working over to Silcott. Another running mate at guard. Backs off. Central sets the defense. Silcott holds the ball. Gives to Lee. Here's Noah Belt pulled out.
Got to get Noah going too. He's shut out.
Here's Lee driving down, feeding out. He goes into the free throw lane, gives to Silcott, back to Lee. Dalton drives down, fouled as he heads for the basket. Nope, he was shooting the official rules, and he will be at the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, definitely. If they weren't going to give him the shot on that, with that one guy getting the shot, there would be something wrong. But,
yeah, it's kind of unusual, wasn't it?
Yeah. Got to get these free throws.
Dalton from the free throw line shoots 73%. There, drops in.
Got one right there.
I thought the official signaled 2 free throws, but
he did. He missed the first one.
Oh, okay. I guess I was looking away. Made the second free throw. Spartans up by 3. Dalton has 8 points. There's a shot along the baseline going in for a layup, number 32. That's Wells for Muncie Central. He's their leading point maker on the season, with 13 points per game. Here are the Spartans setting up the play. Noah Belt trying to get around his defender. He is caught on the arm as he tried a shot. He'll get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, getting inside early for the Spartans is the difference in so far this half, and able to get to the line. Got to make these free throws. 1 for 2 is not going to cut it.
Second foul of the second half. Noah Belt hits the free throw. He's shooting 77% from the free throw line. Second shot by Noah is good. Spartans up by 3.
And first points for Noah.
They had a 6-point lead in the first half and got away, and had a 2-point lead at the end of the first half, but now they're up by 3. Muncie Central on the attack. Spartans at the defense. Here's Pegues in the corner. Now 23 drives down and puts it up, and it drops in.
I don't know where the walking was on that. But,
A.J. Wright got a couple of free steps.
Yeah, he sure did.
10 points for Wright.
Or at least for my Ringo, looked like he had a few steps. But
the Bearcats pull within 1. Here's Wes Smith driving down. Oh, Wes missing his shot as he had a great close-in shot.
He did.
Hit the rim and dropped off. Here's Muncie Central in close, trying a couple of shots, and finally it is Noah Bell grabbing the rebound for the Spartans, putting it into the Bearcats' threat momentarily.
Yeah, Noah just, you know,
I don't know how he got. He was surrounded by purple.
And pass.
Oh, there's a bad pass by the Spartans. They throw it away, and Brown will come into the game. Wes Smith will go out, and the turnover will give the Bearcats the basketball in backcourt.
Yeah, that, you know, again, Noah fought hard for that rebound, only to throw away.
Yes. You can score on the turnovers. You're great. There is a shot missed by Muncie Central, and Jacob Brown high to grab the rebound for Connersville. Yeah, again, that kid is great on the boards, Rob.
Oh, yes, he is. I mean, he's tooth and nail, man.
There's Brown with the ball, taking a pass from Belt. Goes to Lee. Reveille has it momentarily. Takes a return pass from Belt. Braxton drives to the free throw circle. Gives to...
Yeah, you went the wrong way. He should have went to his right side. He had a lot more lane open there.
Lee, and Silcott has the basketball right now. Goes to Brown. Dalton Lee drives down. Feeds off to Brown. There's another one. Good shot. Nice Reveille and Brown. Maybe those guys should share the 2 points, Ron.
Yeah, they should. That was a nice pass there from Dalton getting inside. You know, I like it. I mean, Jacob Brown getting inside for all of his points.
Central on the attack. Here's a little turnaround jump shot by the Bearcats, and a loose ball picked up by Reveille. Nice save by Braxton Reveille. Gives to Belt. Drives down. Up and whoops, won't go. And the rebound goes to Muncie Central. And they
throw it away too.
Yeah, Spartans get the ball on their turnovers. Connersville up by 3, 29-26. Driving down, Silcott heads for the basket, was fouled, and will be at the line.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you drive inside, you get that foul.
Right, and I think that's the strategy of the Spartans here, try to get these guys to the free throw line.
Yeah, got to get to the free, get some free points.
Here's Garrett hitting the free throw.
That scared me a little bit there, the way it was rimming.
Garrison is in the ball game for Connersville, and Belt goes out. Meanwhile, Garrett Silcott ready for his second free throw. Spartans up by 4. Now it's 5. 5 points for Garrett, all single shots.
Yeah, right there at the line.
Again, free throws.
Going to get him inside, going to draw that foul. Got to make him whenever you're at the line.
Here are the Bearcats on the attack. New player Lamar Atkins, number 5 in the lineup. Works to his teammate who fires long, number 23, misses. And a nice rebounding by the Spartans. Loose ball taken by Reveille. Gets to Garrison, and the Spartan fans show their appreciation for the fine play by Connersville.
Yeah, that was
Here's
hustle.
Garrison, in and out.
Gotta
And
follow
the
through. There you go.
ball picked up by Jacob Brown of the Spartans.
Yeah,
He feeds off to Lee. Out to Silcott, number 12, tries a 3. It hits the front rim, bounces off, and Muncie Central has the rebound.
Yeah, both teams are exhibiting hustle.
There's a lid on that basket. There's a fight for the basketball. Muncie Central wins the battle. Up post, and finally a field goal. Who scored that
was
one?
Young.
Okay. Young, number 14, and he's at 7 points.
Yeah, you know, both teams leaving it all on the floor. Like to see both teams hustle the way that they're hustling.
21 to 31 to 28 is the lead. The Spartans with the lead and the ball. Here is Lee setting up a screen to Silcott. Doesn't take it. Feeds off to Reveille. In the corner is Garrison. It comes out to Lee. Dalton selecting the play right now. He has the ball. This is Reveille. Braxton.
There's some, I was going to say he's holding him on it.
There's a foul called on a Muncie Central player.
Yeah, I'm not sure how, you know, he got the second time he was holding Jacob. They got the foul, but
Number 5,
Foul is on Atkins. That's the 14th foul. Non-shooting foul. Silcott will inbound for Connersville.
yeah, Jacob's been held, you know, a lot tonight. That's the first time I've seen one called.
Ball taken by Lee. Puts it up, and it won't go. It bounces around and drops off. That was the inbound play, and nice when the pass came to Dalton along the baseline.
Yeah, it was just good defense against Dalton.
This shot wouldn't drop, and it is out of bounds, Muncie Central. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of play here at Spartan Bowl.
Yeah,
There's
good play. Yeah.
charging foul called on the Muncie Central player.
offensive
Foul
foul.
called on Wright. Team's 5th, his second.
Team's 5th.
Now here's Silcott
liking that
taking
call.
the inbound pass and moving it into front court.
Got to
Looking at
extend
the
this
bench
lead a
for
little bit.
signal from head coach Kerry Brown. Here's Belt. Taken by Garrison, the ball.
You know, Garrison getting a lot of
Working
play
around.
tonight.
Here's Silcott. Works it to Belt. They have really covered Garrett tonight. He's
Yeah.
had shots, very few shots, and they wouldn't drop for him.
No, I mean, he's gotten inside a few times, but, you know, again, that's,
But
you know,
they have really done a good job on Silcott.
yeah, and his threes just.
Here's Reveille. Belt takes the ball out to Garrison. A minute on the third quarter clock here. And
Nice
Belt slips
dribbling.
and falls, but keeps control of the ball. Nice work by Noah Belt. Here's Silcott driving into the free throw lane. Can't get through. Goes to Garrison. Here is Dalton Lee. Looks good. Look, in and out. A three-pointer by Dalton Lee wouldn't drop for him, and Muncie Central has a rebound.
I mean, that was the best shot that we had during that offensive series. I mean, you know, that's how good defense Muncie Central has been playing.
See if Muncie Central goes for the final shot.
Oh, more than likely will.
Near the end of the third quarter. This is Stafford with the ball.
Although with the way that their defense is playing, they might take.
Young, he slips and falls. No call made. 32 fires and will miss for Muncie Central. That shot missed by Wells. Looked good on the way, but dropped off.
He's
Here's
going all the way.
rebounding of the Spartans, hurrying it into front court, shooting long.
Yeah.
Noah hits a three with seconds on the clock in the third period. Noah has 5 points. There's a long shot by Muncie Central as the buzzer sounds, ending the third quarter here at Spartan Bowl tonight.
What
And
a
the Spartans
great-
even up their biggest lead of the ball game so far. They're at 6, 34 to 28 at the end of the third period of play. A 10-point third quarter for Connersville and a 6-point third quarter for Muncie Central. Good defense by the Spartans, Ron.
Yeah, you know, very good defense from both teams. I mean, we're seeing a lot of hustle that third quarter. There was hustle on both sides of the ball. You like to see that. You know, again, Connorsville went to the rack a lot more than they did that first half and was able to get to the line with some free points, which, you know, helped extend that lead. Again, like to see more of Garrett getting inside. Hopefully he can put the ball in the hoop when he does drive. But again, when you get that opportunity at the line, you got to make them.
Muncie Central's did a good job on some of the Spartan leading scorers.
Yeah, they have. I mean, you know, right now,
Belt, Noah, of course, hit that shot there.
Well, he was shut out that first half.
Absolutely.
He was shut out.
Muncie Central had scouted this Spartan team pretty well. And they played well.
Yeah, they definitely have played well. But again, you know, Dalton Lee and Braxton Reveley picking it up with Jacob inside as well. You know, they've helped pick up the, you know, where Garrett and Noah's been contained. They have picked it up pretty well. So.
Right, I'm real impressed with the teamwork of the Spartan. As you say, Braxton Reveley, Dalton Lee, Jacob Brown's been outstanding. In this ball game, as have all the kids that Kerry Brown has run out there tonight.
Oh yeah, we've seen Clay play a lot.
Yes.
You know, he's out there right now, and you know, that says a lot about Garrison. How that guy's a hard-nosed player.
He's
Garrison
a small
is.
kid, 5'6", but you'd never know it.
No, gosh,
5'10".
I don't think he knows it. I think he thinks he's as tall as Jacob, and it's good because those guys are both sophomores. So, you know, seeing that tandem mature together is going to be a joy to watch here at the Bowl over the next couple of years.
Drew Shirk is in the lineup for Connorsville along with Belt.
There he is.
There's Drew getting a pass from Belt. Drew lays it up and in. He's a 6'4" senior.
Well, what a pass there from Noah, seeing Drew out of the corner of his eye and just passes it off. And, you know, again, getting inside, extending that lead. That's the biggest of the night so far.
Here's Silcott guarding the shooter for Muncie Central, and the shot is missed, and the rebound taken by Noah Belt.
You know, and that's the difference so far, going to the glass and also getting the boards at the right time. We didn't have that very well at the first half. Kind of got the ship righted in the second half so far.
Here's Garrison, number 10, being guarded by Stafford of Muncie Central. Now Belt.
Oh, give it go. Beautiful.
Garrison.
Oh, yes.
Lays it up and in. Nice feed by Belt.
Yeah, that, you know, you talk about his height right there, the smallest guy getting inside. That was a beautiful give and go right there from Noah to Garrison. And, you know, again, getting that guy inside and getting him some valuable playing time is only going to reap benefits in the future.
Spartans had the biggest lead of the night for either team, 38-28. And Muncie Central is calling for a timeout right now to stop the play.
You know, this is the best offensively that we've seen so far this season. I mean, we've been very, very consistent. As you see the band rocking out right there as getting the faithful all fired up. But again, you know, again, this is the most consistent that we've played offensively. You know, we've had some trouble at the board, but we've made the right adjustments, and the kids have adjusted well.
Fourth quarter of tonight's ball game, 38-28. Connorsville out in front. They had a 24-22 halftime lead. Spartans trying for victory number 12 here tonight.
You know, this team, you know, again, offensively, or I'm sorry, defensively, you know, it's just incredible. And the way that we're going, we may get that best defense in the state title back.
You're right. They have 28 points, Muncie Central here, so.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to score, you know, 12 points the rest of the game, but who knows? I mean, again, I'm very impressed with Muncie Central's hustle.
Here's Dylan Stafford, Muncie Central sophomore guard, putting it in play as the Bearcats attack that Spartan defense. Here's McGeese. Spartans have done a good job on him tonight because he was one of their leading scorers, number 1. Stafford on this side being guarded by Garrison. A few steps by Muncie Central, it seemed, but a shot missed by the Bearcats, and the Spartans grabbed the rebound. Quickly up court. Here's Belt driving down in the lane, lays it up and in. Nice move going in from the left of the basket. 7 points for Belt. Spartans 40, 28 Muncie Central.
Just
Bearcats
impressed.
ball.
Just impressed with Noah's play today. You know, a couple good assists. Oh, they're going to
Here's
call
a 5'7" sophomore, number 3 for Muncie Central. Edmond passing the ball off. There's a foul called on a Spartan.
Yeah, push off. You know, that's our first foul this half. That's our third in the game.
So in Silcott, ball out of bounds, non-shooting foul. Muncie Central will put it in play. It comes in to Wright. He's one of their leading point makers tonight. Feeds off to teammate Edmond, and his long three-pointer attempt is missed, grabbing the rebound, the Spartans. Boy, it's important to rebound, Ron.
Yeah, you know, again, we were just, oh, that's a foul.
Yeah. Whistle stops play. Foul called on number 23, Wright. Lineup changes. Jacob Brown for the Spartans. Shirk goes out. Garrison goes out. And Wilkes, number 20, comes in. Garrett is a 5'10 sophomore, plays on the JV team.
Yeah, again, like getting him a lot of plays.
Meanwhile, it's Spartans ball. Comes into Brown to Braxton Rebele. Number 20, Wicks with the ball. Out to Silcott.
Yeah, Noah's being, you know,
40 to 28. Spartans. Silcott dribbles around a couple of defenders. Gives off to Belt. Noah, number 30. Works it to Wicks. To Rebele. Gets away from his defender, but feeds off to Belt and drives down and cut down as he goes in for a layup.
You know, that would have been magical if we'd have been able to get that. But, you know, my goodness, there was hardly any lane there that, no, I don't know how he made it, but he saw something right there. And he took one to the eye, looks like. Yeah, he's out of the game. That's A.J. Wright. He's out.
I think so. The officials ruling
he's still on the floor. We got him for 5.
Number 5 coming in, Atkins. He has 5 fouls.
Yeah. A.J. Wright's out. Yeah, he's fouled out of the game. He had 10 points.
They had a 7.6 per game average coming into tonight. Here's Belt at the line for the Spartans. Good. Noah again, a 77% free throw shooter. Averages 10.7 points a game. Second one is good. 41 to 28. Spartans go out in front. They've pretty well controlled this thing since the second half started, Ron.
Yeah, again, you know, it was a matter of just getting the glass, you know, controlling the boards and getting inside. We started driving more.
Yes. The ball that is knocked away by Spartan, apparently, because it's Muncie Central ball.
Garrett kicked that one, but you know, again, you know, we had a lot of guys step up. You know, when Garrett's not having a good game offensively, playing great defense, but not having a good game offensively, they were containing him. You know, Dalton stepped up, Braxton stepped up, Jacob big time.
Here's the ball put in play. The pass comes into Tyler Walker for the Bearcats. He will move the ball.
Good defense there from Noah.
It's stolen by Connersville's Noah Belt.
Yeah, love Noah getting it.
Silcott.
I don't know how many steals that guy has tonight, but he has a few.
Back to Belt. Long shot. Braxton Rebele hits from three-point land. And Braxton has 9 points tonight.
Yeah, all from behind the line. I love it.
45-28. Whistle stops play. Spartans out in front with just over 4 minutes left in tonight's game.
Yeah, Noah.
That's the 17th foul on Muncie Central.
Oh, did they call that on Muncie? No, I thought that was on Noah. Yeah, they called that one on Noah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the okay, but they had 7 fouls.
Yeah, they had 7.
Right, so. There's nice. Brown breaking up the inbound play. Silcott controls the ball up court, up and in. So that's the way you do it. You force a turnover and you score.
Yep, make them pay.
7 points for Garrett tonight. And the Spartans have 47. They have a 19-point lead. Here is number 4 firing long for Muncie. It is missed by Walker. Brown grabs the rebound for CHS. Quickly up court, the Spartans. Ball battered away by a Muncie boy, but grabbed by Garrett Wilkes for CHS.
Yeah, I tell you, Jacob has to be close to 10 rebounds.
Out to Silcott. Here's Rebele, number 14 for the Spartans. Good defensive game tonight, and pretty good offensive effort too by Braxton.
Absolutely. But, you know, like to see him get on. You know, I know his mom and dad pretty well. Nice guy, nice family. His stepdad, Paul. And
here's Garrett out to Wilkes. A three-pointer by Garrett Wilkes will not go through, and it is Connersville controlling the rebound.
There we go.
Here's a basket that is
going to count. I mean, look at that. I mean, just
made by Noah Belt. It is good and counts. And it is Wes Smith coming in. Garrett Wicks going out for the Spartans. Jacob Brown going out.
You know, love the fact that Noah again getting inside right there, scoring, and
Noah misses a free throw, which is a rarity here.
Yeah, he was going after the rebound for that. He was going to get a shot back.
49-28. The Spartans out in front of this Muncie Central crew, and their head coach calls for a timeout with under 3 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game, and it's been an outstanding effort for the Spartans tonight, in this, especially the second half, because they only had a 2-point lead at the end of the first half, and now they're up by 21 points.
But, you know, again, we talked about the first half, Fran. In the first half, the Spartans, again, just, you know, played very well offensively, but, you know, just didn't seem to be able to get inside and more control on the boards. You know, changed that right away in the first half, or the second half. You know, started going to the glass a lot more, controlling the rebounds. I mean, Muncie Central is a team that just doesn't give up, and we out-hustled them so far this second half. I mean, and again, can't take anything away from Muncie Central. They've played very hard, but we've out-hustled them this second half.
Here's Muncie Central on the move, trying a shot, missed. A couple of Spartans go to the floor after they were bumped into, but a field goal put up and in by Muncie. Who was that, Ron?
Jalen Brown, number 13.
Okay, thanks. 49-30, Connersville. Here is Belt. He's fouled, and Noah will be at the line. Foul called on number 13, Brown.
Yeah, Brown's not happy at all. He wasn't happy with that call at all.
1-1 being for Noah Belt at the line. If he makes a free throw, he'll get a bonus. That's the 9th team foul on this Muncie Central crew. That's been one of the turning points of tonight's game, I think, Ron. The Spartans been drawing fouls.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Noah Belt drops the free throw in. Noah, a 6'1" junior. There's Clay Garrison coming in for Connersville. And it will be Wes Smith going out.
You know, Noah was shut out.
Played his usual good game.
Oh, yeah, Wes, you know, hasn't got on the scoreboard, but, you know, again, that guy, you know,
Number 30 fires a free throw and hits. Spartans 51. Muncie Central 30. Number 13 in the point range for Noah Belt. Driving down as the Muncie Central ball.
Wow, that was good.
Kind of a nice move by Tyler Walker.
Yeah, that was very good.
Now a rebound taken by Silcock, but is lost, and there's a slam dunk put in by Muncie Central. Here's a pass put in by pass to Smith to Dalton Lee, and Dalton Lee goes up for a shot with a couple of guys in purple hanging on him, but he got the shot away.
Yeah,
he has 10 points.
Yeah, you're right. Hanging on him was, you know. Yeah,
there's a drive along the baseline by a Muncie Central player. And
yeah, Garrison fouled that guy 5 minutes before they called it.
We're calling a call on Garrison, I believe.
Yeah.
His first, team's third. Tyler Combs will come in, number 24 for the Spartans.
Ethan Smith.
6-foot senior. Silcock will come out.
Getting some guys who don't normally play some playing time. Dylan Logan's coming in.
Braxton Reveley will, nope, he'll heads for the bench, but he stays in. Noah Belt comes out. Dalton Lee will come off the floor, and Spartans are getting some varsity experience for some young guys.
Like it. Ooh, that I don't know if that hit Braxton in the head or the hand, but that was a wide.
Muncie boy walking, but no call. But he tries a shot. but no damage done for the Spartans as they got the rebound, and Garrison brings it across the timeline.
Yeah, getting out hustled a very scrappy team in Muncie Central.
Spartans with the ball. There's a foul called, a holding foul on number 4 of Muncie Central as the Spartans are entering the bench.
Yeah, I think we have some of the 8th graders coming in.
Here's some young kids getting ready to come in. Meanwhile, it will be Garrison at the free throw line. 2 free throws for Clay. That's the 10th foul on Muncie Central, and Garrison hits the free throw.
Like it.
79% from the free throw line. Here's Jonah Graham, who plays JV basketball.
On our list here.
I know it. They've got some players that we don't have listed, but I remember Jonah from the JV team. He's only 5'5", but you'd think he's 10 feet 5 sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, Jonah, out there, we've seen him play with, the JV team, and Dalton Ailes, he's a senior, but he looks like he's, still in middle school. He's got that youthful look to him, but that kid plays like he's 7 feet.
There's a shot from out by Muncie, which is missed. Rebound is knocked away by a Muncie boy in Connersville ball, and they're going to call a foul.
Well, that was it right there.
Offensive foul. And that's not to the liking of the Muncie Central coach.
No, he's not happy with that call at all. But
it'll be inbounded by the Spartans in backcourt.
Foul
taken by a Connersville boy who is tripped.
Yeah, not sure that was a necessary foul. But when you're down,
called on
21,
Walker.
You're going to lose. That's
This
play.
is Dylan Logan, a 6-foot junior who also plays JV ball.
I'd like to see him get on the score.
Fires it up. Free throw is in and out.
Don't worry about shake it off, Dylan. Let's get on the board right here, buddy.
See if he can make this shot. And he does. Some guys getting a taste of varsity experience here tonight.
We love it. Absolutely.
We have a minute left to play in tonight's game. Shot from out by Muncie. Missed. Graham grabs the rebound and will bring it across the timeline. Connersville with the ball out in front.
We're really getting into the bench again. We don't have these guys on the varsity.
That's right. There's a whistle stopping play.
Yeah, Combs.
The official is going to call foul on number 21, Stafford.
Was it? Oh, no, it was on 13.
At the line is Tyler Combs for Connersville.
You definitely got to be, if you're Kerry Brown, you got to like the fact that all these kids are getting on the scoring column.
Couple of free throws made by Combs, puts the score at 58-34, favor of CHS. Here's Muncie driving, trying a shot, miss, turn it around, put up and in by number 34, Donald Davis for the Bearcats, who are about to lose their 8th ball game of the season.
Oh, here we
Down
go.
court, Spartans up and in.
I love it.
Who is that, Ron?
That was Ethan Smith.
Okay, I don't have him on my roster.
Yeah.
Whoops, there's a charging foul on a Muncie boy.
Well, we got to definitely, we want to reclaim that number 1. That's a good defense right there, boy.
That's foul's on Young.
Yeah, Young is out of here. That's his 5th. I thought it was his 5th.
He was getting high in the foul department.
That was Brown. I'm sorry. I thought that was
the inbound pass taken by the Spartans. Here's Graham feeding off. Shot from the... Who is that, Ron?
Dalton Ailes.
Okay, number 5. There's a shot that doesn't go in, and the buzzer sounds, and this ball game has reached its end. And the Spartans 63, Muncie Central 36. Who would have thought that the Spartans would have 63 points when they only had 13 at the end of the first quarter?
Oh, I sure wouldn't have all. I mean, this was our best offensive series. I mean, we got 10 guys in the scoring column. You got to love that. 63-36, the final. As by quarters, it was Muncie Central out in front, 14-13.
at the first break. Connersville had a 24-22 lead at halftime, and they were out in front 34-28 after 3 quarters of play, and go on to win 63-36. An impressive win for the Spartans.
I tell you what was impressive. I said 10 guys in the score comments, actually 11. But what impressed me the most is that the Connersville Spartans played, well, I'm sorry, let's go back to Muncie. They played a very, very good half that first half. They pretty much kept hustling with us. We just out-hustled them that second half.
Absolutely.
We went to the line, or went to the glass.
We took control of that game and
never looked back.
That was it. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, and again, 11 guys in the score column. Yes. We have guys that were on the floor that we didn't have numbers for,
no,
which is great.
I know before the game started, I think I counted 16 Spartans out there.
Yeah.
And our scorecard only has room for 12.
Right,
so,
yeah.
And I thought, well, these kids won't play tonight. But
they did.
Yes, they did. How about some scoring? You have it figured up yet?
I'm getting it figured up right here. Again, very, very impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
The Connersville Spartans tonight for Muncie Central Bearcats. They were led by A.J. Wright's 10 points. Demarius Puigs had 2. Tyree Walker had 6. Jalen Brown had 2. Victor Young had 7. Kenny Coleman had 2. Christian Wells had 5, and Donald Davis had 2 for the Muncie Central Bearcats. For the Connersville Spartans, excuse me, they were led by Noah Belks, 13 points. He had all 13 points in that second half.
Yes.
Came alive that second half. Dalton Ailes, 3 points. That was, I think, his first 3 points that we've seen this year. Got that off the glass, off the rim. 3-pointer there at the close of the game. Clay Garrison chipped in 4, played great defense. Clay Garrison did. Garrett Silcott had 7 points. Braxton Ripley had 3 3-pointers for 9 points. Dalton Lee had 10. Tyler Combs had 2. Drew Schreck had 2. Jacob Brown 10. Dylan Logan 1, and Ethan Smith 2 points for the Connersville Spartans.
All right, thanks, Ron. 63-36, the final of tonight's game with the Muncie Central Bearcats. And right now, let's talk to the coach about tonight's game. Congratulations, Code, number 23. But when you score 29 points in a quarter, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we were in our rhythm offensively, knocking down shots. I think we only missed 1 or 2 shots for the whole quarter. Then we stepped up the line and made our free throws. But, going into that quarter, it was a 6-point game, so it was either team was still had an opportunity to win the game. But give our kids credit, they came out and they played that last quarter really well, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And I think overall we played pretty good, really good defense in the second half.
In the early going, what troubled you?
Well, they made shots. They got a few offensive rebounds and put those back. But the big thing was they hit some shots. I think halftime they probably had 15 of their 24 points came from the three-point line. And we hadn't seen them shoot it that good coming into tonight. But they came out and shot it well. Give our kids credit. We didn't panic. We took the lead, went into the halftime with the lead, and then came out and played our best when it was needed at the beginning of the third. And then in the fourth quarter, we closed the game out really well.
I think Garrett only had 5 points at the halftime. They were all from the free throw line.
I saw the book. Garrett had 7 points for the night, and he was our 5th leading scorer. So that says a lot about the way the other guys played tonight. We had great balance, 10, yes. 11, 9, and then Garrett was 7. But Garrett was our 5th leading scorer tonight. So he doesn't care, though. That's what kind of a kid he is. It's about the team. And, we got the W, and that was the most important thing tonight.
As you say, we saw some fellas tonight that put some balls to that basket we haven't seen before.
Well, it's good to see Dalton Ailes come in at the end, one of our seniors, and he knocked down a 3. Those are his first varsity points in his career ever. And then Ethan Smith scored as well, and those were his first varsity points ever that he scored. And those kids will remember those moments for the rest of their lives when they scored their first points on the Spartan Bowl floor.
You got victory number 3. You're even with the JV team right now. They're 12-3, I think.
They had another win tonight as well. I think you're right. We've both lost 3 games, and then we recognized our middle school teams tonight at halftime of the varsity games. And I think the worst record in our middle school is 3 losses as well. So we've got some really good teams and programs and coaches going right now.
I wanted to ask you about those middle school kids. I mean, they won 49 ball games and lost 6 of 4 teams.
Yeah, they've just done a really good job. We've got some really talented young men down there. We've got some guys that are coaching down there that have been with me just about since I've been here for 9 years. So I think it's a combination of the coaches have been around and knowing what they're doing, and we've got a good group of kids going through right now.
I know you really appreciate the work the middle school guys do.
It's invaluable. I mean, if we don't have them teaching our system at the middle school level, it's too late when the guys get to the high school and we have to teach them all this stuff. It's way too late. So a good middle school coach, a good freshman coach, good elementary coaches, they're worth their weight in gold.
Next on the line, Batesville. You go to Batesville to tangle in a conference game. What about the Bulldogs?
They're long. They shoot it well. They're well coached. Coach Garrett's been down there for a number of years. We've got to play at their place, so we'll have to take, excuse me, we'll have to take an A effort and an A execution down there and to get out of there still in first place in the conference.
It's a tough place to play.
It is. I mean, they've got a lot of tradition down there, like Connersville does, like Muncie Central does. I mean, they've won a state championship. It was in 2A, but they've had a lot of really good teams down there since I've been in this part of the southeastern Indiana.
Coach, again, congratulations to you and the kids and your coaching staff, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
12th win of the season for the Spartans, Ron. 12-3 right now. That's,
I like it.
I thought you would.
Here's the thing. When we came into the season, lots of questions. We lost Bo Isaacs. We lost Grant Smith. Of course, Grant an all-star. A case can be made for Garrett Silcott to be on the All-Star. Even though he had a, subpar performance offensively wise today, the kid still played very good defense. Again, lots of questions on how this team would gel. I think we're seeing the future look very bright for the Spartans because we have, next year Noah's going to lead us, but we have a lot of sophomores, Garrison and Brown, that got a lot of playing time today that did very well, that out-hustled a very speedy, quick, scrappy Muncie Central team. So again, I love our team. I like the way that we play together. I like the way that we gel. Again, we came out and made the adjustments, the right adjustments, by attacking the glass, getting more aggressively on the boards, and that changed the dynamics of the game. And we out-hustled a very scrappy, fast Muncie Central team.
Yeah, I like that you pointed out on the hustle of the team.
Yeah.
They really did tonight.
Well, they were leaving everything on the floor.
Yeah, they fell behind by a point at the first break. It was just a matter of time until what the Spartans do best, their defense would begin to pay off, and we saw that happen here tonight. I really like the balanced scoring of the Spartans.
Yeah.
We had some youngsters that don't score that much but play great defense. They really hit the scoring column tonight.
Yeah, again, Braxton Reveley and Dalton Lee, again, they, don't light up the scoring column, but they prevent so many points. They do so well defensively, and they accept that role. They relish in that role. The fact that Dalton was able to hit 3 threes, his shot percentage was very high. He only had like 3 or 4 shots.
That's right.
He made most of them. So again, and then the way that Dalton was able to get inside, the way that he was taking charge inside, again, really. The future is bright for the Spartans. In the second half of the season, we're getting it closer, ever so close to sectional time. We got to be gelling, and we're gelling at the right time right now.
Jacob Brown got some important rebounds when the Spartans really were struggling for a while. It was tough for the Spartans to get in and get some scoring. Jacob Brown got some really important rebounds.
Yes, he did. He got some important rebounds, and he got some important shots inside. He was able to establish inside, and again, the future's bright with that kid.
Spartan fans go home happy tonight with the 12th victory. 12-3 their record as they defeat the Muncie Central Bearcats here by a big score of 63-36. And like you said, the Spartans may get that #1 defensive average back.
Yeah, I hope they do. Yeah.
They went into this ball game averaging 40 points a game. Fort Wayne Carroll was averaging 39.5 in defense, so they got #1 spot. But with the Spartans only allowing 36 tonight, they may be #1 at the end of all the high school basketball firing this weekend. Ron, as always, thank you.
Yes, very good.
For Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schommel. Thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody, from Spartan Bowl.